All right, guys, so welcome to our Florida swing, our Florida episode on a lake that is supposedly one of the biggest bass lakes in the country today with live shiners. So what an iconic way to fish, what a more exciting way to fish. But right now we don't even know if this place has shiners, but it looks like a pretty cool little bait shop, and I'm gonna say that it does, and we're gonna come on in and we're gonna check it out and see what happens. All right, here we are across the street, Fellsmere Outdoor Adventures. That's on there. I might just go ahead and get one of those so I have one.
We have 6-aught, 5-aught, 3-aught, and then we have
That's a good size. We got domestic shiners over here, wild shiners over here. Let's do the shiners. Yeah, and then we probably want a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. All right. Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of G3. We are in Florida today. I know it doesn't look like it, and it's a little bit cold because we're wearing hoodies and pants, but we are in Florida, and we got something special for you guys. We are doing live shiners under bobbers at one of the best bass lakes in this state and probably in the country. So needless to say, I'm excited, but it's a new technique for me. There's a little trick to it, and we're going to talk to you guys about how that works today while we're fishing to make sure you guys can land these fish if you're doing shiners really anywhere in the country. So come along with us. Make sure you like and subscribe, drop a comment, and sit back and enjoy. All right, guys, so we're hooking them right back here near the anal fin on these shiners. That helps them kind of swim away from this hook and have a nice action that entices those bites. There we go. We got one, folks. He took us under the boat that time. Come on, get in here. Not a bad one. See if we can get him in with this spinning rod. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. All right, there's a start right there, guys. Nice Florida largemouth. That's how you want to hook them, right there, right in the top of the mouth. Boy, we're sitting here and we've got what we think is a largemouth bed right here by us. And so I rigged up another rod and dropped it in, and when I looked back, our bobber was going straight under the boat. So we're gonna try to fish two rods here, but it could get difficult trying to manage both, but we're gonna do our best. That's a nice fish there. All right, we're gonna let that one go. So I'm gonna throw him back here behind the boat and just let him swim. Hopefully he goes across the big one's bed back there and gets annihilated. I mean, look at that thing dogging the bobber. Look at it. Oh. There we go, we're on. All right, we're on, guys. Let's see if we got a big one here. Oh, it's a decent one. In the grass here. We got to keep him out of that grass. Come here. All right. Get in here, guys. Another nice bass. Well, he took it. The first time, I don't think he got it. He may have, and then plunged it. Second time, he got it. Hooked him right in the bottom of the mouth. That was exactly how you want him to take it. He bit it, took it under, or swam straight away from us with it, and that hook did its job. So a lot of times they'll hit it and they'll come at you, and that's when it gets really tough. I mean, we're literally letting them take this bobber down, and then we're counting to 10. sometimes before we reel. And then you don't want to set the hook. You just start cranking on them and let them set the hook on themselves. So nice bass. We're gonna get back in there and try to catch another one. Man, we're trying to figure something out and it's working. Almost every cast we're getting plunged. You got plenty of bait too. Come here. All right, watch this. I got this guy. Got him. Noel perfected the grab, our cameraman. I was having a real hard time and Noel would just reach in there, sneak down on top of him, and then boop, get him. Just like a largemouth. I'll be more of a smallmouth though. No, I'd probably be like a drum. Scott, he'd be like a, what would he be? Yeah, barracuda on some days, and then also like a red perch. No, I'd say he's more like a gar. He's got teeth. Look at this bobber. Now tell me right now you wouldn't have fun coming out here doing this. Come on, take it. Take it, take it, take it. All right, get him. All right, we're on. We're on, Noel. Not a big one, but it's a bass. We floated it right down along this bank here and it came out of that hydrilla. Couldn't resist this shiner, just spit it. Just a little Florida bass, but fun to see dunk the bobber nonetheless. Look at that guy, he'll grow up to be a 10-pounder probably. And there's times where these bass, when those minnows start kind of getting where they don't have as much left, they get to the surface, we had those bass come up and eat the minnow at the surface. How fun is this? How fun is this? You know what I'm learning is you reel down, you know, not slow but not fast until you feel that bass, and then you speed up your retrieve to set that hook. You notice I'm not really even setting the hook anymore, whereas yesterday I was setting that hook. But just a small one. But man, I'll take these things all day long on a slow day, especially watching that bobber go under. I don't care who you are, that's fun. There's a better one. Come on, is that a better fish? There's another one though. All right, it's just another keeper here. But we got something going here, guys. We've had a buddy call a couple people on this lake today, and they said they've only caught one fish, and they're with guides. So it's definitely tough, but one thing we got working for us is we got both bobbers down. I'm gonna let this guy go real quick and try to get this other one. I think it's in the grass. So we're gonna, can't get him unhooked, he's in the skin. That's a nice one. He's gonna go back in there. Okay, all right, woo, chaos. So what I was saying is we're floating these really tight to this bank where there's a lot of I don't even know what it's called. There's a lot of grass here that's making mats. And I'm letting those minnows get real close to it, and those bass are coming out and getting them. So we've caught 3 fish pretty quick. And other than that, today it was really slow, so I'm really hopeful this is gonna turn into a really good bite for us. All right guys, so we're out here in the G3 Sportsman 1910. And on this particular boat, we have the Lowrance Ghost, and it's got spot lock on it. Most of you guys by now are familiar with spot lock, but in these times it's crucial because we're nosing into the wind outside of this point, and it's enabling us to sit right here and not worry about controlling our boat. Whew, my heart's racing on that one, guys. We've got about an 8 to 10 inch shiner here, and we just had something come up and just blow up on it. I should have probably let it go a little longer. I don't know if it was running from it or what, but whew, man, exciting. Look at the size of this. Look at the teeth marks. Look at the teeth marks, guys. Look at the teeth marks. That hook came back through its fin. Otherwise we may have had him. Oh yeah, it's a good largemouth. It just got it and was swimming with it. That's a good one there, Noel. Good call. Good call, buddy. Cameraman for the win. I was with you. I just needed some encouragement. It swam with it. It didn't dunk it. It just picked it up and it swam with it. Oh, get in here, biggin. That's a good one there, guys. That's a good one. What we're doing is we found these little dollar pads and we threw what Noel titled a skimmer out there, which is one that's been on the hook for a while. And the bigger bass are going for those surface baits. They just come up and sucked it in. That thing swam with it like a shark. And I'm sitting there in my mind going, that's kind of different. And then our cameraman, Noel, goes, I feel like something's got it. And for him to say that while he's recording, he had to really want to say it, and good thing he did, because look at that hammer. Something boiled on it right away. Oh, he had it. Are you kidding me? Did you see that? He wasn't taking it under, he was just holding it. And when I reeled down, the bass rolled. What a weird bite, man. But guys, what we got going on here is we got these dollar pads, but we're taking these shiners that are pretty worn out and they're just floating on the surface. And that's 3 for 3 on this one spot. But the bite's super weird. They're not plunging the bobber like that one right there, rolled on it. And then I was like, I better feel it out. And I reeled, and I see a bass turn and then spit it. I should have let him chew on it a little bit more, but he just never plunged it. He does not like something. It's just a minnow right now. Oh man, we got him dialed, Noel. Boy, I'm fighting the bugs up here. I mean, they're just flooding my glasses. Fighting bass right here. Boat flipping bass. It's like as soon as it got a little warmer, bugs just jumped out. Somebody tell me in the comments why the bugs are flooding us all of a sudden. That's not a bad one. Not a little Florida bass. It seems like we got a little pattern going here, guys. We're on the edge of this canal, and anything that holds some lily pads on this side of the canal, it's almost like for sure every cast so far. So we're gonna keep running this pattern all the way down. Come on out of there, buddy. Oh yeah, how fun was that? Swam right into those lily pads. These fish bite hard, man. They are fun fish to catch. You know, and these aren't, it's for Florida, these aren't big fish, but for a guy from the Midwest or anybody that loves catching largemouth, there ain't a person out there that's gonna complain about that 3-pounder right there. So that bite, that minnow swam right in those lily pads. Look at that, right in the top of the mouth. See, that's what happens when that fish is swimming away with that bobber like that. I just reel down, sets itself. Popped it out, another good one. I don't know that I've ever had this much fun fishing. I mean, this is taking me back to about probably when I first started learning how to love fishing, and this is just something really special right now. This is so much fun. Great fish. But guys, what we got going on here is we got these dollar pads, but we're taking these shiners that are pretty worn out and they're just floating on the surface. And that's 3 for 3 on this one spot. They're coming out of those pads and getting him, man. It's not as big, but talk about fun, man. And you know what? You know what this is gonna do? It's gonna fire all these bass up right here. Look at this here, look here. Look at that shiner hanging out of his mouth. This is so much fun, guys. You know, as bass fishermen, you don't come out and you don't throw live bait much because, you know, you can't fish it in tournaments. It is what it is, right? Well, Scott had the great idea to maybe do something kind of old school and iconic. And boy, I'm sure glad he did, because I think I'm having about as much fun fishing right now as I've had maybe in a long time. So next time you guys are kind of in a little slump, grab some shiners, grab some minnows wherever you're at. Come out, catch some bass like this, and just have a blast. Maybe it's somebody that hadn't been fishing before and you want to make sure they're hooked. What a great way to get somebody hooked on fishing. And down here in Florida, we get these big golden shiners, whereas back in the Midwest where we're from, it might be just minnows. But either way, get out there, get a cork and a bobber, go have some fun. Maybe make somebody a new fisherman. All right, guys, so we're wrapping up our show here today. The bugs are swarming us right now, but it's all worth it. This is why you come to Florida to fish largemouth, to catch fish like this. Throwing shiners and bobbers, how iconic. But we thank you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We've got an awesome trip planned next month down in Miami with peacock bass. We're wrapping up this show here in Florida. We're gonna let these guys go back in the water. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let us know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.